31 years ago today, Shawshank Redemption was released. 31 years ago this week. I want to talk a little bit about it because I think it's more than just a film, a movie, that there's so much in this. And the fact that Tim Robbins, who plays Andy Dufresne, said that this was such a big movie in China because it allowed Chinese people to have hope to get out of what they were in. And I just remember that. It stayed with me because you're thinking about, how long do movies last? Or that we could watch it again and again and again. And it wasn't a hit when it came out. I think it lost money at the box office. Yeah, Paulie?
Yeah, the budget, this is 1994. The budget was $25 million. In its first month, it was released for basically 6 weeks. It made $15 million and was pulled from the box office. Now, it got very good reviews and was re-released and made another $10 million, so it kind of broke even. It did very well with the awards, but then they shipped all the DVDs to Blockbuster. And the following year, 1995, it was the number one DVD rented at Blockbuster for the entire year. And that's the audience it found.
Tim Robbins talked about how little money he makes on Shawshank Redemption residuals. Yeah, but you've talked about it before with Shawshank Redemption, that you guys basically, you don't get paid for the re-airs of this movie. You got a one-time flat fee for Shawshank?
I did. I think the other guys got paid. We get paid a little bit because of the union, but it was when it was sold into syndication, Ted Turner sold it to himself from Warner to his network. So he bought it at the lowest rate. So it goes on, every time it goes on, there's really, they have to pay residuals, but not much. It was nominated for 7 Academy Awards, and he sold it for beach blanket bingo prices.
Wow. And then I asked Tim Robbins this question. Did you take anything from Shawshank Redemption, or?
I did. I took the rocks. The guys, all the extras, who were prison inmates, actually, the local prison there, the more well-behaved ones, were allowed to be extras, and so they actually made a collection of rocks for me and gave it to me at the end of the movie.
It's a great movie that you can continue to watch, even though you know what the ending is going to be. They reshot the ending because I think it originally ended with Morgan Freeman on the bus going to go see Andy, but then they realized that people actually wanted to see those two reconnect. And they got a hold of Tim Robbins, and as the story goes, they say, hey, we got to reshoot the ending. He's like, why? Well, we do. They want to see you and Red together, and it's going to be shot in St. Lucia. And Tim Robbins goes, I'm in. Going to go there for a week. But just the fact that they were reconnecting on the beach, and a great way to end the movie. But there's so much. And I don't even think Tim Robbins was the number one choice to play Andy Dufresne. Yeah, Paulie.
No, there was a bunch of people considered before him. The movie was offered to Tom Cruise, Johnny Depp, and Kevin Costner, and Tom Hanks. Cruise read for it and didn't sign up for it. Hanks was too busy with Forrest Gump. Kevin Costner had to pass on it due to Waterworld.
Oh.
Then they went out to Johnny Depp, Nicolas Cage, even Charlie Sheen was considered. Then they got around to Tim Robbins. The character of Morgan Freeman, it was supposed to be a white Irish guy, but they fell in love with Morgan Freeman and decided to put him in the movie. James Gandolfini was going to be the really bad guy in prison, the prisoner who attacks Andy Dufresne. Gandolfini passed on it. And this was early James Gandolfini before he had done anything. So among the players that were involved in it.
And the way it's shot where it's always dark. It just you don't want to have sunshine and great days when you're showing a prison movie. Plus, you're trying to sell a prison movie, and it's not really. It's a relationship movie. It's not necessarily prison. It's like all these sports movies. It's not Hoosiers isn't a basketball movie. It's a relationship movie. Bull Durham is a relationship movie. Yes, Eaton.
Yeah, one of the things that the movie does best is it humanizes people in prison, which societally we kind of forget about.
Yeah.
There's kind of normal dudes that happen to be in prison. And one of the best examples of that is the day that they're sitting on they're tarring the roof and they all just to have a bucket of beers. You know, that is probably one of the more powerful scenes in that whole movie of just for 15 minutes being able to be a normal guy again.
Yeah.
Is it's a hell of a scene.
Yeah, Paulie.
You'll like this. The weekend it was released, they decided to leave Stephen King's name off all promotions. He wrote a short story that became Shawshank Redemption. But they were worried that people thought Stephen King, he's a horror movie guy. Cujo and Christine. And so they took Stephen King's name off it. Guess what movie they went up against in the theaters their opening weekend that blew their doors off?
So this is 1994?
Yeah, fall of 94. It's a movie with similar staying power, but a different kind of film.
Dumb and Dumber.
Nailed it. Pulp Fiction.
Oh.
Pulp Fiction made $212 million in 6 months.
I saw that in the theaters. I did not see Shawshank in the theaters. Yes, Marvin.
Yeah, Shawshank's one of those movies. If you recommend it to somebody, no one's going to say, man, you sold that way too much. Everyone's going to be like, man, you were right. Because somebody told me about Shawshank Redemption. Man, you got to watch this movie. All right. And so now it's my favorite movie ever. And I always recommend that to anybody who's never seen it. I don't know anyone that's never seen it, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, it's hard to not see some of it. And it doesn't matter where they are in the movie. It's one of those where you go, all right, I'm going to watch. Yeah, Paul.
So the name Shawshank Redemption didn't test very well, but they kept it. People floated out things like Breakout for the name, like Die Hard, to make it seem like it would be more of an action film, and they poo-pooed that.
Poo-pooed.
Breakout.
Yeah. That does sound like something Hollywood would do. Like, all right, how do we explain this movie? It's called Breakout.
Kind of spoils the ending.
Yeah. So you're saying he gets out.
It's like in that movie Free Willy, in the trailer that they would show on TV. They show a whale jumping over a gigantic brick wall and the kid raising his arms. Yes! I wonder what scene that was from.
We didn't say freed Willie. We just said free Willie. We're hoping to free him.
Sure looks like the whale's getting out. The kid seems happy about it. I don't know.